Hi. Welcome to Sunday, October 29th. Today's word is being. In human likeness and being found in appearance as a man. This is Philippians 2 we're talking about. And I want to tell you kindly that I'm going to be emotional today. I got about an hour and a half of sleep today. And I worked last night until about 4 a.m. up and off of Archibald at a huge big birthday party for a very awesome young man of 50. He's a nice young man. He's so young and spry, not like us old 60-year-olds. So I must tell you that I'm upset. The family is upset, and I want to talk about some words. Being in the position I am, it's really important to know that there has been, I told you about the crisis of 2008 through 10. It climaxed March 5th, 2010. And this crisis, this nightmare, this hellacious scene of just stupidity and ignoramic nightmare, it's unbelievable. So although I have no recidivism rate, zero, obviously, I'm being treated as though I'm constantly repeating the same errors. And there really wasn't any error to begin with. It was just lies being told about me. Well, there's a zero recidivism rate. Not one iota of anything anywhere like this ever happening again. I'm not on parole. I've never been on parole. Parole, I've studied the law a lot this last few days. Being on parole means that a person has been in prison for years. If someone's been in prison for years and then they get out after years and years of being in prison for their felony behavior, then what happens is the government puts you on parole. That means you have a parole officer. They got people driving on vans. You're restricted from doing this, restricted from doing that. It's a heavy supervision program that is 24/7, 365 for years. It could be for life. And so I don't have that. I'm not on probation. Probation is if you go to jail for a few days, maybe 30 days, or maybe a week, or but they put you on probation. So then they're going to be also monitoring everything you do. You have restrictions, whatever. But I'm not on that either. And what about my driving record? I've got a clean driving record. I've got no arrest. I've got nothing. I'm just clean as a whistle, as they say. And the things that I have been asked to do by the government, I've been doing faithfully and on time. There's a timeline where things I have to get done, and I get them done on time, not late, not a week, out of compliance. No, on time. I don't have a great amount of debt. I pay my bills. I take care of my family. I serve in the Red Cross. All these things. All of the things. Am I a harm to anybody? Have I been arrested for anything? No, I'm not a danger or harm to anybody. So everything looks really positive and good. And yet, my family is really upset because we got people that don't know what they're talking about, making outlandish assumptions, and these outlandish, who's using the word outlandish? Well, I am. My grandmother used to use it 50, 100 years ago, so it's so outlandish. My lands. My grandmother used to say that all the time. My lands. So the outlandish and really criminal, I think, things that are being said about me, and what a kind of a horrible human being I am, and that I'm a menace, and it just makes me want to weep. Just so sad. Just so sad. I can't even imagine how and there's people that are in my situation who are just gone. I mean, they're living underneath the bridge down by the railroad tracks. Chris Farley wasn't too far off on that. Remember that skit with Chris Farley, and well, you don't want to end up like me in a dirty, beat-up van down by the railroad tracks. You know, and we laughed and we said, "Oh yeah, right, Chris. That's very funny." And yet, so many people in the situation that I'm in are in this dirty, beat-up old van down by the railroad tracks, and I am just shocked and appalled at how simple it is for other people in this world to just throw me, throw friends and family, throw everything out the window. It's like just trash people, destroy them, annihilate their reputation, assume the very worst of the worst behavior for them, and then sit back and smile and go, well, you know, a little hiccup in life. You know, and even people that know my situation, as they get really close and they see for a few hours or a few days what's going on with me, it's like, oh my God, Bob, you know, there's people in my family that are suffering because of this government registration program, and they have nothing to do with it. They weren't even born, and yet they're suffering greatly because of this stupidic government program, which my brother Tim tells me that once the 2 years ends up here, that 90%, that's 90% of the people that are on this program will be no longer need to be on the program, and that's a lot of people, and that's a lot of hysteria that is instantly, with a stroke of a pen, all these people that, you know, on Tuesday they were public enemies number one, but Wednesday afternoon, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay, my oh my, what a wonderful day. Hi guys. What is the difference? The only difference is that someone with a pen signed a note. I mean, people don't have any common sense at all. There's no discernment at all. So upsetting. Well, thanks for listening. Being. Today's word is being. And I don't like being me right now. I don't like being me right now. I'd rather be somebody else. I'd rather have another life. I'd rather just, I don't know. But this is just not right. This whole insane, insecticide-filled place in life where people assume facts that aren't true, that are absolutely not true. There's not one iota of truth or even similarity to reality. If they look at me in particular and say, let me take a look at Robert, let me take a look and see what is Robert's deal here, what is going on, what is the history on this situation, what happened, and then they go, oh, okay. Then all of a sudden, bada bing, bada boom, everything is awesome. All of a sudden, wow, you know, not such a big deal. I wouldn't worry about old Mr. Bob. And I'm pretty sure that the person who's looking into this from the government's point of view is going to come up with that assessment. They're going to come back and say, well, you know, we had to look into it there. You know, don't you worry about a thing, Mr. Bob. I hope that's how it works out. If it doesn't, then it's going to be a whole tsunami, tidal wave, nightmare experience. And I'm just like, I'm not looking forward to that at all. I'm not looking forward to that at all. It's just heinous, hideous, horribleness, you know. Heinous, hideous horribleness. That's what it is. It's just the worst of the worst. I just can't even imagine how insane and how terrible, you know, life is, and I'm living through it. So the scripture says, in appearance, being found in appearance, being found. So if people look into your life, what's going to be found? In my life, people find that it's complex. It's a situation. And I got tons of people who just adore me to pieces. And I got a few who are just like, fry him. He's going to die. Let him fry. He's going to die. Let him fry. What's going on? What's going on? Let him fry. Let him fry. Don't you try. Let him fry. I'm like, and they're shaking their heads, and they're just so convinced, and they're so self-righteous in their own little righteousness of their own. That's not right. Nobody that we know is righteous. Not one. Anybody that thinks they're righteous is full of turkey feathers. They are not righteous. There's nobody righteous. No, not one. Nobody's righteous. No, not one. Say it with me. I'm not righteous. No, no, no. No one that we know is righteous. Grandma Ethel with the blue hair, I bet you she's righteous. No, not even Grandma Ethel with the blue hair is going to be righteous. Who has blue hair anymore? When I was a kid, it was kind of a stereotypical thing. The old ladies would wash their gray hair in this shampoo, and it would turn it blue. So they had the blue hair syndrome. So, but grandmas today, they're wearing bikinis and on Sports Illustrated and doing yoga classes and running marathons. It's like, okay, Grandma, slow down, but I can't keep up with you. All right, guys, I love you. Call me, would you please? I could use your encouragement, as you can tell. 213-713-8954, 8954green@att.net. On the Twitter, Mr. Bob at BobBob8954. And of course, you're watching Bob's Daily Devo here on YouTube. People say, well, why don't you just go with the flow, Bob? Just go with it. Just accept the way things are. Well, there's no accepting the way things are, because there's no way to get far enough out to where everyone's happy. There's always going to be people who are irritated. There's always going to be people who are angry, who are livid, who are haters. You can't please all the haters, even though I try. I mean, I can't please all haters. I just can't do it. And I can't stop everybody and make everybody happy. Well, if you just settle down, if you just have that cup of coffee. No, settle down more. Settle down more. Settle. John, you get the shotgun? Now that's more like it. Remember Kill Bill? And he filled the girl full of rock salt. That'll settle you down a little, huh, honey? That'll settle you down. Like rock salt. Oh, help me, Lord. And that woman was a fighter, Uma Thurman in that movie Kill Bill. She knocks the hole in the coffin and climbs out. It's incredible. So that'll gentle her down some. That's gonna gentle you down some. I mean, there's just no satisfying some people. Some people have their minds made up, and they don't care. They don't care about reality. All they care about is that. All right, guys, I love you. I wish I could talk to you longer, but this is it. So I'll talk to you soon. God bless you. And remember, Jesus is Lord, and we're putting our faith in Him. And I'm doing that myself right now. Pray for my family. Pray for your family. Let's all agree together for peace, joy, and love during this holiday season. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen.